If the thought of cooking a whole turkey makes you anxious, whether you're worried about getting distracted or burning yourself in a hot oven, I've got you covered. I wanted that delicious holiday turkey, but the thought of turning on my oven still stresses me out. I worry about losing focus and burning the turkey and it getting dried out and disgusting, or losing my balance while I'm trying to pull it out of the oven and burning myself badly. So I came up with a safer, easier way. A slow cooker turkey that is delicious, it is flavorful, it is moist and tender, and most importantly of all, it is low stress. I've made it sliceable for my holiday table, and I've also made it so that I can shred it up and stick it in the freezer and use it for meal prep. My name's Larissa, and welcome back to my channel where I share tips and tricks for making life a little bit easier. Today I'm talking about making a turkey breast with rich, flavorful gravy, all in your slow cooker. Let's start with our base. I tried this 2 different ways, both offer great results. I have used it with fresh chopped veggies. I do a mirepoix, so onion, celery, and carrots, and I do that the day before so that there are less steps on the day of. I've also used a mix of frozen veggies. If you can find celery, carrots, and onions, great. If not, I used a soup base and it was perfect. If your slow cooker has a saute function like mine, you can saute right inside of your slow cooker. If not, no stress, you can saute things on your stovetop. If you're like, I need this even easier, I have made this before without sauteing anything ahead of time. I just dump everything into the slow cooker. And the only difference is that at the end, when your turkey is resting, you're going to take the juices and the veggies and blend them together and then thicken them with the flour. If you're making a quick stovetop roux, or if you're using a slow cooker with a saute function, you're going to melt 3 tablespoons of butter over medium heat and then add in 3 tablespoons of flour. Whisk in the flour and cook for a minute or 2 until lightly golden. Then you're gradually going to whisk in 1.5 cups of chicken stock and a 1/2 cup of white wine. If you're not going to drink the rest of that bottle of white wine, just omit it. Go with 2 cups of chicken stock instead. It is not worth purchasing a bottle of wine just for this. Next, we're going to add 2 cups of chopped up onions, carrots, celery, or you can use a blend of frozen veggies. I've got this soup base that I'm using, and it is fabulous. Add in 4 cloves of minced garlic. If you're using the pre-chopped garlic like I have from a jar, you're going to use 2 teaspoons. You're going to put your turkey breast on top. And then on top of that, I'm adding a teaspoon of dried thyme, a teaspoon of dry rosemary, and a teaspoon of dried sage, and 2 bay leaves. I forgot to add the little bit of butter on top of that. It helps to make it look nice, but honestly, it comes out super juicy anyway, so it's not really necessary. If you've done the roux mixture on the stove, you're going to pour it over the veggies and around the turkey now. Pop the cover on and cook on low for about 4 hours. At this point, you're going to check to make sure that it's 165 degrees. It needs to be cooked properly. So at the 4-hour mark, you can check. And if it's not yet 165, put the cover back on and leave it for another hour. Once the turkey breast reaches 165 degrees, you're going to remove the turkey from the slow cooker, cover it with foil, and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. If you did the roux ahead of time, so if you melted the butter and you added the flour, so the flour mixture is already there, try blending everything together. So the vegetables and the juices that are left over in your slow cooker, you're going to blend them together and then see what the consistency of the gravy is like. If it's too thin and runny, you can add a little more flour to thicken it up. If it's too thick, you can add a little more chicken stock or a little more white wine to thin it out a bit. And this is really personal preference. You do you, boo. However you like your gravy. If you like it super thick, thin and runny, no judgment, personal preference. If I'm feeling super fancy, I will add a 1/4 cup heavy cream. This gives it a little extra richness, but is not required. And there you have it, a turkey breast with gravy that is delicious, tender, juicy, and perfect for low pressure holidays. This is how I still enjoy my holiday turkey without worrying about losing focus, setting timers, or getting dizzy and injuring myself. It's a way of embracing a tradition that I love in a way that feels safe and achievable for me. Remember, if you are ill or injured, you can still do the things you love. It might just look a little different now, and that's okay. Your body is still healing, even when it feels slow. Please be patient with yourself. Get creative with your workarounds and find what makes it possible for you. If you try this recipe, I'd love to hear how it turns out. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for all the kind comments you guys have been sharing. I appreciate it. And I hope you remember that you are not alone trying to find ways to make the things you love work for you.